Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis. Several weeks ago, Kurt Angle made an announcement that shocked the wrestling world. Jason Jordan is his illegitimate son. A revelation so momentous and potentially career-ruining, he forgot about it the following week, thanking his 5 beautiful children for his 5th anniversary wedding cake on Instagram. 6 children now, Kurt. You're exposing the business. Maybe it just took a while for the rather ridiculous news to sink in, as kayfabe was restored backstage at Raw on Monday night, where Kurt posted a family photo including his wife and 4 of his children, one of which being Jason Jordan. Hopefully next up, comedy sketches of Jordan moving in with the Angles and Kurt training him Rocky style. For better or worse, Jordan is now a Kurt Angle guy for the rest of his wrestling career. Samoa Joe, meanwhile, might have just become the latest Paul Heyman one. The original plan for SummerSlam's main event was reportedly Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title. Then, Vince McMahon wanting a more frequently appearing champion on Raw, it became Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Because of those old plans, you can see how both Reigns and Strowman are now challenging for Lesnar's title. But there's a dark horse pick in that match. Joe versus Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire was supposedly meant to be a one-and-done encounter, setting up Brock for his SummerSlam main event. But the Samoan submission machine appears to have impressed those backstage so much, Raw's Universal title match became a fatal 4-way with him in. And according to Wrestling News World, so do take this with a pinch of salt, he impressed the most important person of all. Vince McMahon has very much changed his tune on Samoa Joe. Vince does see him as a star at this point, and not just a mid-card guy like he did before. This becomes even more intriguing in light of Sports Illustrated's latest report. None other than Paul Heyman is advocating behind the scenes for Samoa Joe to win the title. The article also claims that Heyman threatening Lesnar will leave WWE if he loses at SummerSlam is to give Brock time off to prepare for his imminent UFC return, which will be against light heavyweight champion Jon Jones. Lesnar remains under contract at WWE until next spring though, so he'll fulfill his obligations at the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 34. Dave Meltzer, writing at MMA Fighting, however, isn't so sure. He's reporting Brock is 100% at Mania, and that he'll be on TV through January and March to promote the event, as Lesnar would need at least 2 months of full-time training for a UFC return, and that he still has 5 months to serve on his 1-year USADA ban. Meltzer writes that mid-June would be the earliest possible date for the fight, and by that point he also wouldn't need the approval of Vince McMahon. This week's Raw managed the show's best rating since April's Superstar Shake-Up episode, pulling in 3.16 million viewers. Stone Cold would be proud. But far more important are your ratings. 59% thought the show was average, while 25% agree with me at the slightly less impressed poor. How about that John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura botch on SmackDown? And what is WWE's babyface problem? Click the videos to the left to find out, press subscribe and support WrestleTalk on Patreon. I've been Ollie Davis and that was wrestling.